Hi there guys, and welcome back to FTB Infinity. This is CasualKiwi, and I think we're now up to episode 14. So last episode we went ahead and we got these guys, the automated wool farm and an automated beef/leather farm. Now everything's working great, our wool is happening. As you can see, some wool just disappeared from these guys. We'll get a barrel load there, well not a barrel load but like a stack and a couple of stacks. Now we've got almost a couple of stacks of chops in there as well, but we're really struggling to keep up with the wheat. So we need to go ahead and make some form of automated wheat farm. Now for that I'm going to delve into a mod that yet again I have never used before. There's a lot of those out there, and it looks really cool. I've seen some other guys playing with it just lately, so I wanted to have a crack myself. Now what we're going to use is we're going to use Steve's carts. So what I'm wanting to do is put some form of track system around and probably extend our platform out and around these trees and back and around, do a bit of a loop around the pens, growing some wheat. We may even duck through here and just do a short loop around the cow pen. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put our cargo manager right there, so that our cargo manager should be able to unload the wheat straight into the breeder and keep this thing plugging along, because we've got one wheat left and our farm is just slowly chugging along downstairs down here, and it's all manual, got to do it by hand. Got my watering can that I made. Now if you don't know, I'll quickly show you how to make a watering can. All you do is you make one, you fill it up with water by right clicking, and then when you hold it, right click on, you can see it speeds up the growth rate of all these plants. The tick rate gets sped up in a 3x3 radius, and it makes things grow like crazy. So handy little device when you're in a hurry to grow stuff. Grows all sorts of stuff like sugarcane, it'll grow that as well, but it grows everything in a 3x3. There we go, that one's just sprung up, so is that one. Everything's growing. Great little thing when you need it. Okay, something else I will actually quickly show you, because I don't know if I have. We've got AgroCraft installed, so if I right click on these mature carrots, boom, automatically replants the seeds. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to head inside. Oh, I did a little bit of sort of revamping here, my little entranceway, so it's a bit different. Bit of this cobble black stone and some Carpenter's blocks here to give us a bit of a slant as we're leading in. You can ramp up those as well, which is pretty cool. So I'm not sure how far you can ramp up those, whether or not if I have them going all the way up into the sky where you can just keep climbing. That would be pretty neat. And we swapped out our pressure plate there as well into that cobble black so that you can barely see it. Okay, here is this carrot, and we can probably dump a few things into our ME system, and we need to start making some blocks. Get rid of that bit of cobble. So we need to start with the cart assembler from Steve Carts. So this cart there, we've got 3 pages, and in here somewhere is the space is going to do it for us, the cart assembler from Steve's Carts 2. So this guy is pretty straightforward. It's some smooth stone, some iron, and 2 simple PCBs. Simple PCBs don't really contain much, some gold, some redstone, and some iron. So we're going to make, I know we're going to need more than 2, so I'm going to make half a dozen of those for now, and we'll see if that's enough. We might need to make some more later on, but boom, that gives us a cart assembler. Now this guy, I'm going to just stick it right here for now. This guy doesn't run off normal power. What you do is you go ahead and you drop coal into it, I think down in here, and that will power it and keep it running. So to start making a cart, please add a cart hole of your choice to the hole slot. So we've got a bunch of things that we need to make. We need to make a hole, so I'm looking at probably making, if I go, I did shrink this down as well. Someone in the comments told me that if you shrink your GUI down, it brings up the search box at the bottom, but I just didn't like how small it made my GUI by having that box there, so I didn't like it, so I've reverted back to using it this way. Bit of a pain, but so be it. So we want Steve's carts, all these guys, and then in here we want to look for a standard hull, which is on the next page, and it is this guy here. So it's not too hard, it's just some iron and some iron wheels, which aren't too hard either. The iron wheels just sticks around iron and then it's done. But all the other things we want to make are some side chests, a basic farmer, a hydrator, a coal engine, a solar engine, a top tank, and also a cargo manager. So there's a bunch of stuff to make. So we're going to make 2 sets of wheels, and then we're going to make a hull. Boom, like that. Gives us one of those. That is a minecart, which we don't want. Okay, so we've got ourselves a standard hull. There's the wooden hull, which is really cheap, and the wooden hull gives you max engines 1 and a complexity cap of 15. This one here can have 3 engines, a complexity cap of 50, modular capacity of 200, and a max add-on count of 6. Or you can go for the reinforced hull, which has a bunch of stuff, but the reinforced material is very hard to make. This stuff here is ridiculous. To make 1 nugget requires 5 iron plus some hardened mesh, which is iron bars, with refined hardener, which is raw hardener, which is obsidian and diamonds. It gets very in-depth very fast. It's going to be very resource intensive, and hey, that might be something we get onto later on in our thing. But I'm just going to quickly tick some things off on my checklist. So we've got a standard hull, we have got a card assembler, and we need to carry on and make a few more things. Okay, so we want to make these side chests, I think they are. So the side chests are made up from a bunch of stuff. So we need a chest lock, which shouldn't be too hard. That gives us 8. We can't just get 1. No, we can't. We're going to have to make 8. Okay, nice. 8 of those. And then we're going to need some of these small panes, which are made from that. And I think we're going to make 64 of those, because we're going to need a bunch. And then we're going to need some large panes. Boom, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then we need some medium panes as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, I think. Oh, was that correct? Oh. Yes, no, I think that's correct. Okay, so we can go back to, where's it hiding? There. Side chests, and shift click, and boom, we have side chests. Nice. Those are in there. Should have grabbed those out. So we're going to grab our cart. It's not called cart, it's called a... Okay, so we want side chests, we want those. We want our standard hull. We want to make from Steve's. We want to make a basic farmer. We want to make these engines as well, so we want a coal engine. Can we do that? Flunk. We need a furnace. We should be able to do that. Look at that. And a furnace gives us a coal engine. Lovely. So I'm just going to organise these down in this row. Do cart, side chests, coal engine. We want a solar engine, which is going to contain an advanced PCB, which is 2 simple PCBs and some other stuff. Nice. And then we should be able to make some of these. We want 1, 2, 3, 4, like so, and kaflunk. Boom, 1 solar engine. Lovely. So that's going to keep us running in the daytime, and then our coal engine should keep us running at night time, so that we're continuously getting wheat no matter whether it is night or day, and it should stop us from burning through an absolute butt ton of coal, because we'll use the solar during the day. Okay, next thing next, we want the basic farmer, this guy here. So that's going to take 3 diamonds. That's getting a bit expensive. And I'm not sure how long that's going to last, but okay, we'll grab that guy. Boom, basic farmer, lovely. So modular cost 36, 20, 15, 3. So we've got a capacity of 200. So we're not there yet, that's okay. Next we want a hydrator. So the hydrator is hiding there, like so. Now we do have everything for that, so boom, a hydrator, lovely. And after that we're going to need a tank. Now I think I want to go for the top tank, this guy here. Now that guy should allow it to attach because I've got side chests, so a top tank. Or should I go for an internal tank, I wonder? Modular cost 37, side tanks 10, top tank 22. I wonder if that's going to fit with my stuff. Internal tank's a lot simpler to make. A lot simpler. We need one of those anyway. So that's going to give us 8 of them, that's fine. Top tank uses some large panes and some small panes. Internal tank just uses some small panes. So we're going to need that. Do we not have glass? Honestly, we don't have any freaking glass. Wow, okay. Sand. We're going to need to quickly make some glass. Oh, we've probably got a butt ton of standard glass, so furnace mode only, that one. We'll quickly go and see if we've got any Ender IO glass, and we should be able to convert that if needed. We've got 11, so that's okay. We'll just quickly, oh, that's not what we want. Do that. Quite clear glass is what it's called. So we want 1, 2, like so. 1, 2 of those gives us a stack. And then back to Steve's cut. Okay, so next page we've got our tanks down here. So side tanks are taken because we're using that spot. Top tank or internal tank? What have I got internal? Where's max add-on count 6? I'm not 100% sure how this works, whether our add-ons include our motors and our hydrator, which is 3, and then our farmer is 4, tank would be 5, and the side chests would be 6. That would be enough. Internal tank. Modular cost is higher. Side tanks. We'll make the top tank, so be it. So we want to make, holy crap, that's going to take, I'll make 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Advanced tank. No. Top tank, that guy. And then Kaflunk. Top tank, one of you. Nice. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. So now the only other thing we want is a cargo manager, which I think is on the next page. And it should be machine inventory manager. Hiding. Maybe it's on the previous page. That guy there, that's what we're after. Okay, so we need a bunch of stuff. Okay, so that is made from that, it's made from that. So we're going to want 1, 2, we're going to need some more of those wooden panes, these guys. Kaflunk, like so. Cargo manager, these guys, Kaflunk, like so. And then we're going to need, so 4 of those, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to need a bunch of those because those bigger ones are going to be made from that, aren't they? That, oh no they're not. Now we're out of them. God dang it. God dang it. Okay, so we'll just try and make those, and then we'll see if those there, they can't be broken down. Okay, bugger. Mucked that up, didn't I? So we need to make more of them. Kaflunk, 64, that'll be plenty. We're mowing through our planks. Okay, and now we need to make some smaller ones. 1, 2, 3, excuse me. And then we need to make 4 of these larger ones. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's still not enough. Boom. Some of those. I think that should do it. 1 of those. Flunk. 4. And then we should... we need to make this guy. That guy, which... 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that enough? Is that enough? That guy, and then... Whew, 1 cargo manager. Gee, that is an intricate process. There's a lot involved in a cargo manager. I should have just made an absolute butt ton of those chest panes, and then we would have been all sorted. Okay, So now we want to go back to this guy, and we want to grab our standard hull and throw that there. So then that opens up all of these slots. So we've got slots for engines, so we want to throw, I think, our coal engine here, and our solar engine there. Now, on the right hand side, it's showing you the complexity cap, the hull capacity, the total cost, and the total time it's going to take to assemble. So at the moment, it's going to take 4 minutes and 43 seconds to assemble. And you need to go ahead and put fuel in here and then click assemble once you're ready. So, the next things we need to add is we want to designate what sort of cart it's going to be. So it's going to be a basic farming cart. And you see that's gone from 4 minutes to 15:47. And then you need to add attachments. So I can actually add a bunch of attachments, that's quite cool. So the attachments, I'm guessing, are things like the hydrator. Requires 1 tank to work. So we're going to add the top tank, which I'm guessing goes in there. Oh, solar engine and top tank will clash. Okay, so that doesn't work. But we can add the side chests. So we're going to need to make another tank. Now what sort of tank are we going to make? I'm thinking that it has to be some form of either internal or rear tank. Okay, we'll have to check that out. So we can back out of there, that's not going to do any harm. But we need to go back and figure out, oops, Dreves. Apostrophe. Yes. Figure out what sort of tank we're going to require. So the internal tank, top tank doesn't work, side tanks are taken because they're chests. An advanced tank, I don't know where that goes. Front tank won't go because the cutter is there, that's creative, or an open tank. So I'm guessing we're going to have to go internal tank. So can we do that? We can. And we'll go back and see if this guy will go there. Nice, ready to assemble cart. So that's going to take a whopping 30 minutes to assemble. So what I'll do, I'm not sure what these add-ons are here, but we've got our motors, we've got our tool, we've got our attachments of the hydrator, a tank, and our side chests. I would like to add more storage if I could. Does it need more storage? No, it's only going to be doing a short loop, so I don't think we need more storage. What I'll do is I'll grab some form of coal or coal coke. We have got a bunch of coal, so we'll grab a stack of coal. And in here, we should just be able to fill that in, and I'm going to click assemble. Why did that disappear? It's counting down, so I'm guessing that it is doing its thing. Oh yeah, progress bar is climbing up. It's just not showing in my sphax pack. So that was just worrying me for a second there, that stuff had disappeared. Okay, very good, that's going to do its thing. We'll leave that to carry on and come back in about 27 minutes and it should be done. So I'm going to sneak away, guys. I'm going to cut here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay some track and get ready for this guy and have a bit of a play with the cargo manager, get some dirt down here so it can run around, but have a bit of a play so that we can get the cargo manager hooked up here and the cart can come around and dump everything into that guy. So I'm going to get that all organised and I will come back to you in about 30 minutes time. Okay, see ya. Okay guys, I'm back. Now I have gone ahead and set this up because it was a bit more fiddly than I sort of anticipated, and there was a few things I was missing. So first of all, I'll quickly show you what I was missing. So I knew I needed to get water in, and I set up this reservoir with some fluid conduits ready, and I was trying to pump straight into the cargo manager. Now that does not work. You need a liquid manager, and that is basically the same setup as the cargo manager. So all I did, reservoir from end to IO, fluid conduit straight into the liquid manager, and then what you also need are these advanced detector rails from Steve's carts as well, and that causes the cart to stop and actually be use the cargo and liquid manager, so without those it just drives on past, it doesn't stop, doesn't do anything. Now those were super easy, so if I go, I think that was actually already up there, advanced detector rails, like so, pretty easy to make. You don't even need to get into any railcraft stuff. It is just some pressure plates, some iron and some redstone, and that gives you 2, and nice and simple. And then the other thing, the liquid manager, that was a bastard to make. I'll quickly show you what was involved in there, because it was a real pain in the backside. This guy here took a butt ton of glass. So there's 4 of the advanced tanks, which is made up from 9 of the huge tank panes, which is each of the 9 for each tank is made up from 9 tank panes, and then each of the individual tank panes is made up from a whole heap of glass panes and pieces of standard glass. So there's a butt ton of glass went into that thing, but we got there in the end, got that, and it's just some iron around it, and it's done. So not too bad, but it's just an absolute butt ton of glass you had to make. Ooh, falling off the edge. And then once you've got it set up, I've done it a pretty simple way here. So it is set up so that we've got the yellow side out, and the yellow side is set to not it is currently from the cart, so it is taking items from the cart to the cargo manager, and then it just stores them in one of these inventories here. And then all that happens is I've got an end-eye conduit set to extract and always active, and to insert into our breeder. So it does that. I'm going to quickly sleep before it gets dark. So it just takes all the items from the cart in, but only from the storage. I'll show you that in a second, and pumps it into the cargo manager, which then takes it away to the breeder. Missed my... Oh, didn't quite kill that. So it's taking it from the storage slot. So if I click on that, it's going to take torches, explosives, arrows, fertilizer, saplings, all the way through all slots from the engine, but we just want it to take from the storage slots. So you can change that to whatever. I've set them all to the storage slots, and they should be, that one's actually going to, we want them all to go to the cargo manager. So at this stage, everything that goes into any of sides of this is going to go to the cargo manager. But this is going to suck out. And then this guy is the same. The yellow one is going to the cart. So it's just set like that, and it's going straight to the cart. It's filled up all these tanks. I don't really care. It's doing what it needs to do and filling it up with water. So then in here, we have got our solar engine, which has got a butt ton of power. I'm guessing that's redstone flux. So we've got 20,000 redstone flux. I've only chucked 6 coal in there, and I chucked 3 stacks of seeds in. So what you can do is I'm going to put that to low priority, and that one to high priority. So the solar panel is going to be the main priority. Now it's going backwards for some reason. I don't know why it's going that way, but that's okay. We'll let it go that way. So that's working round. It stops, collects water, and then hydrates the ground as it goes along. And then, as you can see over here, it starts up the front, mows that down, collects the seeds and the wheat, and moseys on round. So once it's done a full lap, it will collect water again, and it will stop at the cargo manager and drop off any wheat that is collected. So if I grab some bone meal here, and we grab a few more of these and make them mature, ready to harvest, like so, it's going to come around, it's going to harvest those, and then it's going to drop them off, and we're going to breed some cows. So we've already got 3 cows over there. It's doing its job as it needs to, which is freaking fantastic. I don't know why it turns around at times like that. It's a bit weird, but it's a pretty cool block. I really do like it. Doing its thing, and the way it's working at the moment, it's pretty much always working on sun. And we're going to need to throw a bit of coal at it occasionally, but it's really not going to use a lot of coal. So I think it's going to work pretty much indefinitely for pretty cheap. It's going to stop there. Get some, well, it's got some water, and then it's going to drop off some wheat, and the wheat's going to get pumped out into the breeder, and then when it ticks down, it's going to feed the cows, which are then going to get shot through into here. Nice. So everything's working as it should. That's just going to tick along, do its thing, and we're going to end up with a butt ton of meat. So we've got almost 2 stacks of steak there already, a stack of leather, and we have got 5 and a bit stacks of wool. Everything's working fantastically. Doing what it needs to do, humming along, and I'm sure on here somewhere, ooh, not too far away, that we can see, crikey, how good the harvester is. I'm going to have to kill it. How much wear and tear it's got. It's moving too fast for me. One thing. Let me in. Disabled. Okay. So now in here, 0% warm. So it's got a percentage on it. Jolly good. I wasn't sure. So coal engine, solar engine, the hull, nothing else. Just the basic farmer. So that has got a percentage. I guess once it gets to 100%, it will be completely shagged. So it seems to be doing a good job. We'll just let it run and see what it has to say. That to high, that to low, and let it do its job. Now it's going the way I want it to go to. Fantastic. Okay guys, I hope you've enjoyed. A bit of a shorter one compared to the last episode. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button and leave a comment, a rating, all those good things, and I'll see you next time.